What's going on, everybody? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today, I'm going to be talking about VET, VeChain. I'm going to do a short-term price projection for VeChain. We're going to do a quick synopsis of yesterday's video from Ravencoin, see where we were and where we hit. And I'm going to quickly go over one other aspect I think gets often overlooked. And I'm going to tell you what that is when I come back. Stay tuned. Alright guys, you know the drill. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please remember, you make trades at your own risk, you do your own due diligence, and you manage your own money. Please remember that. With that being said, if you like the videos, please like them, hit the like button. If you dislike them, hit the dislike button. And please tell me why. Feel free to comment and tell me why. If you dislike them, or if you like them, or if you just want to say hello. I'm always up for a chat, always up for someone giving me some information or engagement, just general engagement. I enjoy it. So thanks for those who do. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I put out a new video. With that being said, we're going to hop into the first thing that I want to talk about, the kind of teaser at the beginning. And that is looking into, I don't want to join for free. So one of the things that gets overlooked commonly is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance in the market is simply how much of the overall total market share is Bitcoin's market share. Right now, it is at 44.99%, so let's call it 45%. It has risen 4, 5, 6, in the past 6 days from 41.25 to 45%. That's going on a pretty parabolic rise for dominance. And if you put an indicator in, we're just going to take a look at the RSI and the relative strength index. It is breaching into the overbought position. Now, what that tells me is that as of late, it's been an odd scenario because Bitcoin's been rising, but altcoins have been kind of stagnant or even going down. That is due to all the money flowing into the crypto right now is flowing into Bitcoin. I shouldn't say all because, you know, it's like bits and shits. You have Bitcoin and shitcoins that are going nuts. Your Doge is climbing, Shiba is climbing like 40% or 80% or some crazy shit for a coin that absolutely has zero use case and zero utility. But I digress. So for the most part, the money is going into Bitcoin alone, and that's why Bitcoin's dominance is also climbing with the price. Now, it is in a position of being overbought. This could start to come down. This could flip down on the RSI, similar to what this did here. And this dip doesn't mean a dip in price. That's just a dip in the dominance. More money comes into altcoins. Altcoins start to break out. Altcoins start to move the price up. The overall market cap, or the overall percentage of market cap from Bitcoin goes down without Bitcoin's price going down. So it's a fine line there. It's a percentage. It's not the overall value. It is a percentage of the overall cap that this relates to. So right now, on a technical sense, Bitcoin dominance is in a overbought position, which means alts could start to flip here soon. With that being said, let's take a look at Ravencoin, where we were at yesterday. And Ravencoin made a very odd move. This was the ascending triangle we were watching. We had this drawn out, where I knew this ascending triangle was here. And we're looking for 5 touches. A, B, C, D, E. Kind of fake broke here on D, and it drove all the way down. And it drove all the way down to where I said, hey, look, if this breaks out of the bottom, the bottom touch would likely be here at like 10.3. It touched that, and then it jammed all the way up to our top target, which was an interesting scenario because typically you won't get bottom and top target in the same day. But it happened. So it hit our top target, and now it's making a kind of a bull flag. And it's also retesting the top of the ascending triangle that we had broken out of. So it's a retest, and Unfortunately, it's very close to flipping that SAR back over top, which I don't like, but hopefully this runs sideways a little bit and jams back up. So hopefully it jams back up and hits back to this 12.25 mark, and then it can start to look forward to hitting the 14.5. But it's a quick synopsis of what happened yesterday. It's just interesting that we hit both of these targets, the lower and the upper target, both in the same day within like 9 hours of each other. So now let's look into VET. VET, the reason why we're here. All right, guys, VET broke out of its falling wedge. We know that we broke out of the wedge, and now we are in a consolidation period. And this, again, this is where all these coins have made consolidations. They're in flag patterns or parallel channels or downward wedges or something. All these coins are in some type of a consolidation period where Bitcoin is still running. That's why the Bitcoin dominance is so high. So just to kind of remind you of that, doesn't mean that, you know, when this flips or when Bitcoin dominance drops, doesn't mean the price will. It just means that money is going to start flowing into these alts. So for VET, I'm expecting we have SARs over top, we have bulls laying down, or bears laying down, and bulls coming down. I expect to get one more bottom touch. I expect to get one more touch of around 10.6 to 10.5 cents before we then break out of the top. What that should do is the MACD has been getting flat. Yes, the RSI has been getting flat. The volume was up on this buy candle and it started to come down. I think the volume fades down again during the sell pressure. There's just no buying of volume. The pressure sells down and price sells down to this support line, and then we get a big push. We get a big push up. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that there's going to be tomorrow we should start seeing a push. Probably tomorrow evening we should start seeing a push back up off this bottom. If it does make the bottom all the way, it could stop, you know, somewhere here, 11 cents, 10.8. It doesn't have to hit bottom necessarily, but a touch off this support would not be unexpected before then breaking out this top. And our first target line would be about 12.5 cents. That first target line is going to be a level that we've historically had a line of support and resistance here. We've had this be a resistance multiple times. If I extend this line out, if I put a new straight line here, you can see how resistance, 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 resist, 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 resist again. So that would be about where I feel we could break out, hit that, and then we consolidate on that line until we get another push. And then we have another line here where we had lots of support and resistance. So this line here would be our secondary target, and this line would be our primary target. So that's what I'm looking at for VET. And again, this might be more closer to 24 to 36 hours out, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that far out. But I think we're a little bit out on this one because I think we're still going to touch bottom, and then we're going to have to break the top and then break out and hit this target. But like Raven showed us, it can be quick. It can be, you know, hourly. You know, we could hit this bottom and in 1 hour be here, 2 hours be here, 3 hours be here. Whenever that volume comes in and starts kicking that price up, it can happen very quickly. So I'm looking at one more bottom touch and then looking to see a breakout of 1165. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you continue to enjoy the content. And as always, until next time, peace.